Several months ago, I made a video installing the Edge Pulsar on my buddy Mark's 2020 Duramax.
I'm not kidding. Dude, I'm impressed. I'm liking this. Dang.
Once I released that video, a lot of people were skeptical on if the Pulsar V3 actually made that much of a difference. And Marcus was one of them. Marcus is a local Duramax owner who has a 2020 AT4 Duramax. He reached out to me asking if the Pulsar V3 was worth it because his main concern was he wanted to either go the full ECM tuning route or the Edge Pulsar route. He asked me if the $1,000 that he would be spending on the Pulsar would be worth it or spend the extra $2 grand and go with the fully tuned ECM route. With my personal experience 2020 with the Pulsar V3, I told him that he would not be disappointed. With that being said, I know a lot of you who are watching this video are going to be skeptical about the Pulsar as well. And that is why for the next 10 to 15 minutes is going to be first initial reaction of Marcus driving his truck after we install the Pulsar V3. And then after that, we are going to be doing some Q&A to answer all the questions you may have about this product. So let's get started. This is Marcus. We just got done installing the Pulsar V3. He still doesn't believe me that this thing is a beast. This is Marcus. He's got a 2020 Duramax. And he still doesn't believe me that this Pulsar kicks ass. And we just installed it and we're about to go for a test drive. Let's see if you can just even notice it in the neighborhood.
Oh God, unbelievable.
We're on level 5.
Oh my goodness.
Mind you, we just left my driveway.
Oh my goodness. Holy cow. That's crazy.
Like, it's like a Chevy commercial. Real people, real reaction, you know?
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't lying.
I'm afraid you weren't.
And that was like what, probably like 50% throttle, like half?
Yeah, half. Yeah, maybe. Oh my God. I mean, you just barely touch the pedal and it just wants to go.
Exactly. Because you were debating on whether if you should do the Pulsar. Oh wait, she scoots.
Golly.
Can you tell the difference?
Oh my goodness. Can I tell the difference? Oh my, it's like a different truck.
Yeah. Because you were trying to debate between the Pulsar or the maybe the fully tuning route.
Yeah.
And this is $800, $850.
Yeah. And holy moly. I mean, I can't. It's unreal the difference.
And we're still just in my neighborhood going like 30. And that's the cool thing about the Pulsar is that it's got the throttle sensitivity built in.
Yeah.
And so every power level it gets more sensitive. But if you don't like that for some reason, you can always adjust it too. You can do Tune 5 and you can do like moderate throttle response.
I actually like this. Good grief. I mean, I can't tell you the difference. I mean,
you watched that video with, where Mark we did the Pulsar on Mark's truck, and you were like, his reaction, you couldn't believe it.
Oh my.
And now you're experiencing it yourself.
Yeah. Holy cow. It's pretty hard to believe, really.
Yeah. Oh, you're like spinning tires. 37s.
Holy cow. This thing is unreal.
I think we just
85 miles an hour.
Just like that.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Wow. I actually think the Pulsar, the way it takes off, it does better than my deleted.
Really? It's like it's maybe quicker reaction.
Yeah. I think on the bottom end it's a little quicker.
Yeah.
Because I think it helps with the throttle booster, I think.
Yeah. This is actually amazing.
The only thing you're missing is the sound.
That's the only thing you're missing.
But if you just want power,
but look, for the money difference is crazy. I can't tell you how better the throttle response is compared
right? Because you had it. You said you were running late to my house. And
Yeah.
you were on it on the
I was
interstate.
on it. Yeah. Man, this is nice.
Yeah, I bet you wish there weren't any cars in front of you.
I do.
You're like, move out the way. Let me test out my new product.
Wow.
Well, on the right side, when you go home, or
Yeah,
back to your office, you're gonna take the interstate.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I get to kind of see if it lets you go over 98 now.
You might have to adjust it on the setting.
On the setting,
Yeah.
okay.
You should race your son's LML.
I'm afraid I'll hurt his feelings.
You might.
His truck's pretty fast, but
Yeah. I think this is faster.
I don't want to crush his feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, his truck sounds like it's faster,
Yeah.
but I don't think it is. I mean, it might. I mean, it'd probably be maybe a good run. I'm not sure.
You liking it so far?
I love it. I love it.
It's been like 5 minutes and
Man.
you're already sold.
Holy cow! It's just amazing.
And the story was you actually had a Pulsar for Christmas and you returned it.
I returned it, thinking that maybe
It was a mistake.
yeah, it probably wasn't the right thing to do. But then I talked myself back into it, and I'm glad I did.
Oh yeah, for 850 bucks.
Yeah,
With
850 bucks. I mean, probably a little over an hour installation.
The hardest part was removing the wheel well liner.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
you got the 4-inch Cognito kit with the reservoir shocks.
right.
So that kind of got
took
in the
a little
way.
extra
But
time,
other
yeah.
than that, like,
Yeah,
super
it's
simple.
Pretty simple install.
It's just kind
I
of.
don't know that I could install it that quick, but
It's just kind of
you did.
scary. Yeah, removing the ECM, the clips, it can get scary. But I've done it like 7
So
times.
you know. What scared me was like making sure those pins lined up.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I felt like you've done enough of them now that you got a good feel for it.
Yeah, and I was thinking worst case scenario, I got an extra ECM at the house.
Yeah. Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't really thinking that. Just
Yeah.
if something happened,
emergency,
yeah.
Yeah.
Take it to a dealer, have them flash it.
Yeah. Those things are pretty valuable too, aren't they? That ECM.
Oh yeah. Right now there's a shortage,
Yeah. You really.
just like anything.
Yeah.
So you got full turnout of this truck?
Yeah.
Nice. No rub, nothing.
That's something else. Andrew, my son's truck won't really. It actually almost make a full turn. Not quite like this one though.
I can test it out right here.
Smell the tires already.
Yeah, that's fast.
80 miles an hour. I mean, not even. It's hard to describe how much difference it is. I mean, and the throttle response. I mean, that's even a huge. That's like maybe even just as big a difference as the speed. I mean, it's just so responsive.
Right.
I mean, you just barely touch the pedal. It's there.
Because before you had to kind of step on it.
You did.
Right.
You had a little lag, just a little lag. You know. Now, if you just barely place your foot on the pedal, it's wanting to move.
It's like it's instant.
Yeah.
We can turn that.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got that cold air intake too, so
Yeah.
that probably helps.
Yeah, it might help a little. I would think it couldn't hurt.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. You got the is it SMB or
Yeah. Yeah.
cold air intake, which deletes the resonator.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Well, did you notice a difference when you did the intake? Did it make any difference?
I mean, I felt like it might have made a little difference. I mean,
Not enough to where you can say yes or no.
No.
Okay.
But this, I can tell you.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
One thing I noticed about when I put the cold air intake, you could hear the engine. You could hear it. You could hear the turbo a little more.
Yeah.
You could hear. You could hear the engine idle a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as speed or horsepower, I mean, it's pretty minute compared to what we just did.
Right.
because it just gets up and moves so much faster.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to be careful not to get a ticket.
Right. We just passed like 3 cops.
Did we?
No. When we were stopped, the cop was turning.
I mean, like right there, like normally I could almost rest my foot on the gas pedal, but now when I do that, it wants to go.
Yeah. It's instant.
It is.
It's really touchy.
I mean, like that.
Yeah.
Normally I could like let my foot almost sit on the pedal and it wouldn't do anything.
Right.
Now, you can't. You don't do that.
Anytime your foot's on the pedal, it's going.
It wants to pull. Yeah.
And the fact that this is an 8,000-pound
Truck. I mean, it's crazy.
Not a car. It's a truck. It's a heavy-duty truck.
It's a big, heavy truck. Good gracious. So, technically, I mean, I should have, what, 500
So, Tune 5 gets you extra 136
horsepower on top of 145. I mean, 445.
445, and then you got that cold air intake.
Another supposedly 10 or 20, something like that.
So you're well over 500.
Yeah. This is going to kind of be fun.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's why I recommended the Pulsar. When you were debating Pulsar between the full tune, I was like, if you're not happy with this, you can do the full.
I mean, I always, I mean, it's pretty simple to pull it back off.
Yeah. We're going to turn left right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can always sell it and somebody else will buy it.
Yeah.
Somebody else will have just as much fun.
Yeah. And I saw when you were making the video, I mean, you were being 100% sincere.
Yeah.
I mean, you
like, I have no reason to upsell because, you know, I'm not a dealer. I'm not making money when I sell these. It's just I genuinely like helping people.
Yeah.
We're going to turn right.
Okay. Did your dad notice?
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah.
His truck never leaves Tune 5.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of think mine's not going to either.
Yeah. He said his tire spins.
Yeah.
Because he'll like give it a little gas when he turns.
And it wants to go.
Yeah.
This is money well spent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, for what you get. This will almost make you think twice. I hate to say it. Almost make you think twice about deleting and tuning your truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you probably can get a little more out of it than doing that, but for the money difference,
we're gonna turn right here.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, because tuning is probably like 5-6 times the amount of this.
Yeah. I mean, you get the sound or whatever, and you probably get a few more horsepower straight.
Now we're gonna turn there.
Yeah. So, but I mean, this is pretty amazing.
Yeah, not bad.
It's actually very amazing.
If I had to choose, and if I couldn't delete the truck, this is definitely the route. Yeah.
I mean, it's such a noticeable difference. That's what's so amazing.
Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the last 10 to 15 minutes of Marcus's pure reaction on the Pulsar V3. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think Marcus enjoys the Pulsar V3. I know for a fact that he is loving it, and he is actually really impressed and shocked at how much of a difference it made. So now let's go ahead and do some Q&As and answer some of the questions you guys had. I did ask on Facebook and Instagram. I took some of the most asked questions and I'll be answering them. Now the first question, this was a very good question. It's a two-part question. Have they addressed the concerns that Banks had them about the original Pulsar, and why is the Pulsar V3 over the Banks Derringer? Excellent question. As always, anytime I post the Pulsar on Facebook or anywhere, there's always at least one person that brings up the video that the team over at Banks made. Now, I want to say they do a really good job of marketing. I'm not going to discredit the fact that they make really good products, but they're really good at marketing, and also they're really good at finding weaknesses and flaws of other companies, pointing that out to his audience. I want to give a huge props to Banks and Edge for that video, because honestly, the original Pulsar was not a good unit. Banks knew that, and they completely dissected it, pretty much called them out on the internet. I want to give a huge credit to Edge, because after the criticism they received from Banks' video, they actually used that to completely reconstruct the Edge Pulsar V3. They took the criticism and went on the drawing board and completely redesigned the Pulsar V3, and that's why this unit is impressive, because they knew that the original Pulsar wasn't a great unit. They stepped up their game. I actually asked Edge myself. I asked them what were some of the main differences on the Pulsar V3. I actually did ask him about the video. I said, hey, have you guys watched that Pulsar video? And they said, yeah, they did call us out, and we wanted to actually come back stronger and try to redeem themselves with the V3. That's where I want to give a huge props to Edge, because not every company is going to take the criticism that they receive publicly to come back stronger. To answer that question, yes, they addressed it. And now the second question is, why the Pulsar over the Derringer? Now that's a very good question. And oddly enough, I actually just got off the phone with one of my friends who had a Derringer and then swapped over to a Pulsar, and I wanted to know for myself if he noticed any kind of difference. You know, you might not. I mean, you're coming from a tuner to another tuner. The difference might not be significant enough that he could tell. Well, he straight up told me that the Pulsar V3 was way better than the Derringer. He said that with the Derringer, he noticed the difference, but it wasn't as significant as how much difference that the Pulsar made. That is one witness I have that I was able to confirm which tuner makes more difference. I kind of want to use this platform to find out if you've ever switched from a Derringer to the Pulsar. Let me know in the comments below if you've noticed a huge difference. In order to notice a huge difference with the Derringer, you have to pair the Derringer with the pedal monster, and then also it doesn't come with any mounting hardware, so you have to buy the pod as well. Now with the Pulsar, it actually comes with a throttle booster built in, so you don't have to buy two different units. You just buy one unit, and it has the tuner and the throttle booster plus other features. You can remove the governor so it's not maxed out at 98 miles an hour or 99 miles an hour. You can change the tire sizes, so if you go from 34s to 37s, you can program that to where the speedometer is accurate. Pull codes, stuff like that. There's a lot of features on the Pulsar that I like. So those are one of the main reasons why I like the Pulsar more. And also, if you buy the Derringer, pedal monster, and the pods, that combination will cost you more than just buying the Pulsar and the CTS3. I personally would recommend you buy the CTS3 if you buy the Pulsar. It's just much easier to navigate using the CTS3 than the Pulsar. And also, one of the benefits of the CTS3 is it shows if you're going through a regen or not. And also, for some reason, if you need to manually regen your truck, you can force a regen. That's one of the main reasons why I prefer the Pulsar. Is it worth the money? How hard is it to install? 100% worth the money. How hard is it to install? Fairly simple. Disconnect the negative terminals on the battery, remove the wheel well liner, remove the 4 mounting screws on the ECM, unplug the ECM, and that is pretty much it. You put the Pulsar on, and then you reverse that process. Fairly simple, probably takes about 2 hours. Only thing is, it is kind of scary because you are removing the ECM. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I had to mess with my ECM, I was a little scared as well, but just take your time, watch the install videos I've made, and you can do it. If you do routine maintenance on your vehicle, I think you can install the Pulsar yourself as well. All right, so how does it compare to Duramax tuner, do a race, and dyno both? I would love to. I just don't have any, I don't have an access to a dyno. I would love to do some dyno content. It's just, I don't know anybody personally here who has a dyno. Honestly, only person I do know is Ryan's Diesel Services, 17 hours from here. So I'm not sure if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but we might be able to set up some race content. The only discrepancy that we have is we do have a truck that has a Duramax tuner. It's a buddy of mine, Matt's truck. It's a SEMA truck. He's got off-road bumpers, 40-inch tires, Kelderman rear setup, so his truck does way more than Mark's truck that does have a Pulsar V3, which has 38-inch tires and 7 to 9 McGaughy's lift. Now those two, I don't know how fair it would be. I know they're both on 9-inch lift and 38s to 40s. That's somewhat close. Those off-road bumpers weigh a lot more than factory bumpers, so Matt's definitely at a disadvantage. I mean, let me know in the comments below if that is still something you guys want to see. I'm gonna have to convince those guys to go to Mexico. So I think if this video gets about 1,500 likes, I might be able to convince them and do a couple races to see who wins. $1,000 Pulsar V3 tuning or fully ECM tuning from Duramax tuners. That's about $3,000. So we'll find out. Hit the subscribe button while you're there so you don't miss out on any future Duramax content. Alright, and somebody wanted me to do a race content with Banks and the Pulsar. I need to find somebody with the Derringer, but I already know that the Pulsar is gonna be faster. I might be able to do something better than that. I was talking with Marcus. His son has an LML Duramax that's tuned and deleted. We might be able to set up a race where Marcus with his 2020 Duramax with Pulsar V3 versus tuned and deleted LML. Now, if that is something you guys want to see, get this video to 2,000 likes and we'll get it set up. I personally want to see it myself, so please get this video to 2,000 likes and leave a comment below to boost the algorithm. One question is, does it change the EGR and DEF, less regens? That's a good question. I personally am not sure. I know for a fact with Duramax tuners, Matt was telling me he is going through less regens, or he is consuming less DEF with fully tuned ECM route. But with the Pulsar, I'm really not sure. Give me some time and I can find out, and I can give you guys an updated video. If that is something you guys want to know, definitely let me know in the comments, because I do try to read through the comments and see what kind of information you guys want to see. So if that is something you guys want to know, please let me know in the comments below and give me some time. I'll figure out if the Pulsar does decrease the DEF consumption. Does it void the warranty? Now, that is a really iffy question to answer, and the best way I can answer it is, honestly, it's up to your dealership. Some dealers are more lenient than other. For example, like suspension wise, some dealers will warranty your truck if you have a leveling kit or a lift kit. Some dealerships won't warranty your truck if you got a leveling kit or if you have bigger tires. Some dealers are really picky and others are not. You might want to call your dealership and kind of confirm first, and also what kind of relationship you have with that dealership. If you routinely take your truck over there and get your vehicle serviced, they may not give you a hard time if you put a bolt-on tuner. Also, I guess it really depends on what kind of warranty work you're needing. For example, there's Magnuson Moss Act, so even if you have a Pulsar and you go in there for a leaky window or squeaky brakes, they don't correlate, so they can't automatically void all the warranty on your truck. So you don't have to worry about all your warranty getting voided, even with the Pulsar. And even if your dealership is picky, they just legally they cannot deny leaky windows or squeaky brakes because you have a tuner. There is no correlation there. But if you run into possibly like emissions related codes, or you're having some transmission issues, engine issues, now that is most likely going to depend on your dealership and what kind of relationship you have with them. So that is my answer. Does it void the warranty? Yes and no. That's the best I can answer it. Question, your opinion, Pulsar or full delete? Well, full delete is roughly about $5,000 in parts, and finding reputable tuners are getting harder and harder because EPA is literally just shutting down tuners left and right. Being able to find somebody to perform the delete process, unless you are mechanically inclined, delete process is just getting difficult and difficult. But if you can find somebody and you have $5-6 grand and you know a reputable tuner, hands down, I think that is completely worth it. It also depends on your state regulations. If you have emissions testing or not, you may not be able to pass if you do have testing. Some states are pickier than others. So with that being said, with the Pulsar, you really don't have to worry about any of that. It is legal in 49 states, I think. I'm not sure about California. I feel like everything is illegal in California except being gay. But yeah, with that being said, the Pulsar is a solid unit. One of the reasons why I do like the Pulsar a little bit more than the ECM tuning route is because there's a lot of accessibility within the device that the consumer has that I myself with fully ECM tuned truck does not have. I can't just go to my truck and change the throttle sensitivity. I can't just go in and change the tire size. I can't adjust the speed limit. I can't adjust the EGT back down. I really can't do any of that. However, on the Pulsar, you set the throttle sensitivity on however you want, and then you can change the tire size. You can actually change the gear ratio and all that stuff. It is all there on the device for you to be able to access and use. So that is a huge pro for the Pulsar, and it's only like 1,100 bucks for the Pulsar and the CTS3. Let me know in the comments below if there are any other questions you guys have regarding this device. I will try to do a follow-up video if it's needed. And also let me know what other kind of content you guys want to see regarding the Pulsar, or possibly just even tuning / performance of L5P trucks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Like, comment, and subscribe.